Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Startup Contest TAS Showcase. If you don't know, the Startup Contest is a map pack that was released in October last year, and we did the TAS. The TAS has been done for a good long time. It's been the draft was finished in November, and then activity dropped off, and the video that we're going to watch of this was uploaded in February, and we just haven't gotten around to the showcase. Before we talk about the contest itself, I have with me my co-host. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Data. I helped on this project. I don't think I did all that much, but definitely improved some of the parts.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm glad to be commentating with you today.
yeah. Were you an organizer? I kind of forget, actually.
I
uh,
think TNT usually organizes. Yeah.
yeah, you don't have the organizer role. Okay, yeah. So sorry that the contest or the showcase took so long to happen. It's been 5 months since the contest release, so this is way overdue. And
Yeah.
then there's just scheduling reasons why that happened. This video is pre-recorded, for example. Sorry. And we also only have one other person here, which is fine, but we would have liked to have more. But again, scheduling issues are why this contest, or why this showcase, again, took so long to happen in the first place. So here we are. We're doing something. We've talked for long enough. We should probably actually start at some point.
All right.
Oh yeah, the contest is 20 beginner maps and 3 intermediate maps. So the startup contest is pretty easy. It's meant to be. However, some maps entered into the contest were considered to be too hard, so they're technically not really included in any percent, or not at all included. But we will do those after the hard side, actually the start side.
Right.
So,
So we go through all of the easy maps first, or I guess beginner maps first, and then at the end we go through the 3 intermediate maps just because we had already tasked them anyway. So.
yeah. So this is not technically 100% because there's some other stuff. We'll talk about it later, but this is almost everything. All right. I think that's
Yeah,
actually
without
enough.
further ado.
Yeah, enough preface. All right, I'll count
uh,
us in.
all right.
3, 2, 1, start. And we're off. Madeline. Except actually,
Uh, oh yeah, so shout outs to he helped an incredible amount with this contest because I think he saved like at least 3,000-4,000 frames.
yeah, they have the Project Savior role in the server. I realized after starting that I forgot to show the credits of who worked on this. I'll show the list later, but for now I'll just list them out really quick. I don't think there's too much to talk about in this test. So we have AAA 1459, who we were just talking about. Abiteofdata, who hi, you're
That's
there.
me.
Cake, Janosch, me, Kataiser, Knox, Mika, MLSeg, sashabell, tntfalle, and Tyran. Hey, this is Kataiser from the relative future, here to say, oops, I got these credits wrong. I was missing a few people. So, here are those people. We have Epix8, Exopta, Jax, Macerock, and Pansear, as well as a special thanks to phant, Poffel, Robo, and Vamp, who helped in non-input ways. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled, definitely live showcase.
So this first map is Electric Aurora by Zucchini. So there's a lot of jelly movement, a lot of block boosts. So we try to get a lot of block boosts, but there's not really like that many major skips. A lot of it is intended. Maybe we didn't look that hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There was a moment where we had a lot of speed going into a jelly, but had to kill it before grabbing it, unfortunately. Collapsing Canyon. So this draft originally did not have a certain skip, and now it does. So this is the skip.
Yeah. Very cool.
Skip some keys. That saves. I wrote that down somewhere. That saves 15.7 seconds.
Another skip coming up right here, so we actually don't need to grab any of the keys because of we can change the respawn trigger when we enter the room again.
Yep. and then we just play the rest of the map pretty normally.
One thing to mention, these blue bubbles actually don't give you your dash back when you go into them, so they're slightly annoying, but we deal with it. And yeah, that's that. Ooh, you want to talk about this map?
No. Okay, we have like 2 minutes to talk about it, so I think we'll have plenty of time. So, these feathers are slow feathers. They have a maximum speed of I don't know. But
way less than what normal feathers are.
Way less. But, interesting detail. If you spam angles in a very funny way, I definitely do not understand this, but it's alternating between like 0 and 100. Basically, you alternate above and below of where you're going if you're trying to go right, for example, every frame, and yeah, you go faster than the normal slow feather speed is supposed to be, but still slower than normal feathers. I don't know, but leads to an interesting little bit of trivia. The file for this TAS is 4,800 lines long. It's by far the largest TAS file.
And so it was a while back, but there was a part where it was actually slower to take the feather, and we just grabbed the side of the wall and fell instead of, you know, taking the feather downward. One thing to mention is I think this is the longest TAS by far, besides with the exception of the Startside. Like,
it's fairly similar to Startside, I think, within like a minute or 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why this map. Oh yeah, also routing this map was very interesting because, not really in that room, but in a lot of these rooms there are these coins, and
like this.
Yeah, you got to do them in an order, so that had to be routed. Someone, do you remember who routed this? Because it was multiple people.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, side effect of the TAS taking so long to be showcased is that we don't remember a lot of the stuff. Oh, also, if you hadn't already figured it out, the feathers don't end.
Oh, yeah, no. Well.
Well, they can't. They don't automatically end after a timer.
Uh-huh.
So two skips here, really back to back. So obvious skip there, but then a bubs drop here to skip like how much? Do you know?
A lot of rooms.
It's more than just like 2 rooms, or a room.
A couple of rooms, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
So these I guess bubbles, they've become a lot more common. Basically, they allow you to just go through walls.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. I feel like you could do some interesting stuff with them. But I say that, I could be very wrong. Oh yeah, Basaltic Beach.
Oh yeah, so you did this one, right?
Yeah, I drafted this one. Yeah, so the way this map works is you don't regain your dash from the ground, but you do and you have 2 dashes, but you do from these bubbles. So you always want to keep a bubble or a dash into the water, because the water doesn't reset your dash either. So otherwise you would just be doing dashless water movement, which is uncool. And then beyond that, it's fairly normal. There's some interesting stuff you can do. There's a death warp in a certain room that loses time, so we don't do it.
I think these bubbles act kind of like hypers. They
yeah.
do like hyper speed.
I forget the speed, but it's along that. They're higher up than that. I think. Yeah. Oh, and there were some interesting dash crystals there. They automatically force you to dash when you hit them. We will be seeing those later. They'll come back.
Yeah. All right. So this map was very interesting, as you can.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's like already it's kind of in slow-mo basically. So all of the physics are mixed. I think you have like gravity's like 8 instead of 15.
Well, it's more than slow-mo. I think it actually straight up is running in slow motion. like
Okay.
with the extended variants. But yeah, there are other physics changes made as well.
Right. And so there used to be a skip where you could like climb up that right wall, but it lost about 500 frames. So
yes, that is 10.7 seconds saved. Or yeah, 10 seconds saved just from not climbing up that wall. I think it was originally called like the funny wall climb or something.
yeah,
A little bit of
a lot
speed.
of delayed ultras here.
Yeah, tasking slow motion. I didn't do anything. I did some in Startside, and none in this map. It's okay. Bluntly, it sucks.
Yeah, definitely can see why.
And then the map gets pretty for 2 seconds.
And we're done.
Okay, move block
Okay.
grotto. So, yeah, I originally wanted to draft this. So this TAS has definitely seen the most improvements. Little block boosted wall bounce there. The most improvements from the draft than like any map. Cool berries route skip there.
Yeah.
There's just so many things you can do to make this TAS faster. A lot of them, pretty much all of them, very creative. Case in point.
Like this
Room. But there's also a lot of waiting for cycles. Well, not cycles. Move blocks, auto scrollers.
And so on the move blocks that you can like move up and down, it's slower if you are moving them up and down. So we try to get like the maximum corner correction possible.
Get a comp spot because yes, gotta wait anyway. I like comp spots.
Also, we've kept this berry.
Oh yeah, we did. Forgot about it. Hey, at least the benefit of these move blocks is that you can get a lot of speed from pretty much all of them after waiting
Yeah,
for them.
exactly.
Don't always get to keep it for very long though, like there. And then, oh, that is awesome. Upright into the cutscene to keep your speed, and then dash again into the heart. That was definitely not there originally. Not even close.
Alright, so this map's also very cool. It kind of reminds me of the complex map from Zucchini's pack. There's a lot of corners and corners with spikes, but since we're TAS, we kind of just use those corners to corner boost. Like there and there.
I believe Knox put a lot of effort into saving time on this map. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, this map I think is pretty optimized.
There's some interesting, what looks like some interesting routing stuff happening there. Oh, and then, yeah, keep this speed for a good while. That's fun. Nice.
Don't really play the map as intended.
It didn't seem too dissimilar from intended, though. Mika!
Yeah.
Or Mika's map, rather.
Yeah, this is Mika's map. I think the gimmick is that you have a double jump, but you do not have a dash.
Oh, that was
you have dash.
Yeah, that was a skip there. That skips, like, a room. Or more. Room and a half, maybe?
Uh-huh.
This is a really fun map RTA, too.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, you don't actually get your dash back on screen transitions. That's the case with a lot of maps in this contest. But there's a double jump to make up for that. So.
Oh, is it? I had never even noticed that pattern. And then I'm out of here. Ruby Cliffs.
This one's pretty neat from what I remember.
I don't think there's a whole lot to say about this. I remember this pass being really optimized. Like, I couldn't find any time in it. I'm not sure how accurate that actually is, but it's definitely cool. And just like Amber mentioned at the at Archithon last week, or whenever we show this. Um, conveyors are a little bit tricky to optimize, and there are a lot of conveyors in this map.
So, if you haven't noticed, having a double jump allows us to demo hyper kind of just in midair, which is used a lot here.
Interesting spinner skips as well. Spinner jump skips, yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't remember much about this map. Oh, this map. Never mind. Should have kept my mouth shut. But yeah, so we need 3 keys there. We retry there to keep it to like skip the trigger effectively by retrying on the first frame of the room. You don't activate the trigger, so you keep both that, or you keep a dash. Lets you do that room a bit faster.
Yeah, and that room actually links to that room, which did not realize for a while.
Yeah, this is why you look at maps and debug.
And ooh, bubble wrap temple. So I believe helped a lot with optimizations on this. There's a cool speed there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that jump right there lets you demo into the bubble, which gives you the right positioning to do that skip. Or at least I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, I try to look at this. I don't think I saved very much.
Fake out heart there. And then Seekers, which are always fun to TAS.
Except we don't really need this guy.
No. And very little Seeker interaction actually happened. And then Spike
cool.
Climb, yeah. That's sick. A lot of these TASs seem to just stop after getting a heart. That's a trend I'm not a huge fan of. I'd rather do funny stuff. Yeah, for being such an enclosed map, you get a lot of speed in this TAS and keep it for a good while. And then
get there.
Do some routing stuff, yes. No hair while climbing with the lantern. For some reason, I definitely don't remember that when playing the map casually, but it's in this video.
I think there was a bug with the lanterns when we recorded it, and we never bothered to re-record it. So
yeah, this video is slightly out of date, only in Movebot Grotto, I believe, which is fine. It's in less than a second. This is a pretty simple map for TAS.
Yeah, pretty straightforward with routing here. Just kind of optimize all the rounded ultras.
This also is a map that's really fun, RTA.
Yeah, it's like pretty chill.
Yep. Very easy.
Reminds me.
I think this is the only berry I silvered.
City site mashed together, and there's a cassette room, but not really.
Yeah. Overgrown, like aperture, except not at all. Oh, memories. Oh, a nice chill plant map or whatever. No, just kidding. It's this.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of skips here. Part of it is the half stamina climb allows you to just climb up walls very quickly of having to neutral jump. So we skip that key door there entirely.
Yeah, this looks janky and slow, but it's necessary. And this skip right here saves 12 seconds.
Very nice. I think TNT worked on this map.
Yeah, that was TNT's time save.
And we need that key, and we're out of here.
going through maps quite fast. With the exception of AEIF, or whatever the acronym is. Yeah, I did have it right.
Okay.
This was the last map to be drafted. I did some of it. Go back for a hyper there. That's faster than just bunny hopping. It doesn't look like it would be, but it is. Routing this is a nightmare. Or at least I assume it is. I didn't do it.
This is a puzzle map, so a lot of it we did manage to skip like that there.
Yeah, so skip. So we kind of do a skip there that lets us keep a key, which means we can skip the upper left there, which is nice, and then do that spike climb to skip a room off to the right. Very nice. Med did most of that draft, I believe.
Oh, this is a very nice map. I liked it, RTA. We do not. We don't really play.
We don't play this map. I know, I was thinking that when I was watching this test back earlier. We just don't play this map. That room, none of these rooms are played. You'd love to see it. Hostile Trail. So, this map seems like it would be not great to test because of Seekers, but it was actually pretty fun. I did this draft.
Shoutouts to Melvin. At least I think that's what he's called.
Okay, do a few multi-boost off that. Which lets you skip. That plus the demo lets you skip that room. And then that demo right there, that's gotta be intentional, right? It's... or something. Okay, this skip is definitely not intentional. Not even close. Oh, and there was also I forgot to mention it. Well, it did happen very quickly. There was a Gulcher into a cutscene that enabled us to do a lot of the stuff in that last room. Cool, TAS.
So this is another one of those dashless maps that also do not give you your dash back on screen transitions. So
yeah, like hybrid dashless.
That red water kills you instantly. No water
purple.
boosting for us. Bad. It's a nice wall climb there. And there.
Nice.
Yeah, so a lot of the optimization here comes from knowing where to use the dashes most efficiently to, get hyper speed or better.
It'd be great if we could keep a dash into the heart room to skip that little bit of backtracking, but it just is not possible.
Yeah. Wow, another dashless map. Bird. It's actually faster to retry instead of go back because the dream blocks take a fair amount of time. That's what we do.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here with the routing. To be fair, I never do. And then die in slow motion.
Yeah.
For some reason. Do you know why that happens?
Yeah, I think there's like a slow motion trigger there, but then you die in the middle of it, so like that entire death animation is also in slow motion.
Okay. So now we're into the start side, which is just a heart side.
Yeah.
This is cool.
That's a cool double jump.
Yep.
Skips the entire first section there.
Have to go around twice there, unfortunately. Couldn't find a way to skip it. Keep a good bit of speed here, which lets us have enough speed and height to just jump over that bubble. And then the really precise movement there to let us jump over the hyper. Hyper over the bubble. Jump over the hyper, whichever. Skip there by jumping on the wall.
And feather.
Slow feather.
So it would be pretty nice to have a dash here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we do not.
Don't know. I highly doubt it's possible to keep a dash into there. And then some interesting routing here with the bubbles. By interesting, I mean probably not that complicated, but I'm bad. And then a big multi-boost. I forget how many jumps that is, but I think it's all of them. I did not route this because I highly dislike routing. Shout out to Mika.
Yeah, that puzzle bit skips a fair bit of the intended route. Bikes? What are those?
Yeah. I remember doing really precise stuff there. Do a little bit of a wall boost to skip that conveyor belt. I think it was a wall boost, it could have just been a jump.
Here, those seekers don't actually do anything.
No. So you can do this in any order, these 3 coins, or I guess 2 coins. But it's definitely fastest to do it that way. And then this garbage. So somebody made this faster, I believe. I don't know who, but I appreciate you, even if I don't remember who you are. Hyper and take this lantern. I think that's a skip.
Madeline's hair's missing.
Yeah. Get some multi.
I thought about it, and I think we actually play more of this map in the hard side than the actual map.
Yeah, probably.
Possible.
Well, I don't actually, maybe not, but
actually maybe not.
If I know what you're saying, it feels like it. Yeah, we got a big multi boost and ultra back there. Oh yeah, tassing that slow motion bit there because it transitions from normal speed to slow motion is because save states don't really work. It was very hard to task that. And also the section afterwards for the same reason. These clouds got a lot better thanks to and now we are time.
Alright, so 21:52, but we're not actually done because we're gonna go finish the intermediate map, so... Yeah.
I believe that is the time listed in the video title, like if you just watch just straight up the
yeah, it is.
With no commentary version. But now we do the intermediate maps. Starting off strong with it's definitely a Celeste map.
So I think this is supposed to be a tutorial on how to play Celeste. Yes. I don't know, I think it helped me a lot. You try there for a better cycle.
Yeah, a lot of cycles. A lot of jumping off of... I think those bits of deco are actually solid behind the spinners. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, so this was originally not the case, but you can jump off of these and it saves time. The little, like, return things, and also carry them.
Yeah, we can actually grab that one there because we don't get... Normally if you grab it, you're, like, stuck inside there and you just die.
Yeah.
Funky.
Not sure why that's so much slower. But I do know you have to wait for a cycle here, so...
Yeah.
The rotating one.
And so the more of the map you do, the less of the abilities you have. And, like, you can't dash here. I don't think you can even ground jump here.
I think that's right. Yeah, and in here you can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
Shout out to Bandicam. I definitely have videos on my YouTube channel recorded with Bandicam with the little thing. The watermark.
Alright.
So these, yeah, this is what I was mentioning earlier with the crystals that force you to dash. Here they are.
So you're actually intended to just hold that direction, the direction given by the bird, the entire room, and then just press jump, or when you need to. But we don't do that. Actually, we can't do much about it in this room.
It's not just an auto-scroller map. It's still, like, hard. There's a reason it's an intermediate map. I don't know what happens here. I think this is a skip that skips a room off to the right.
Yeah. Different directions. This one's kind of fun. Shoutouts to 7C.
Oh. Oh! I never noticed that. Wow, it's all of 7C. I am extremely observant, definitely.
Alright, and I think this is our last map.
This is our last map. There's a bonus map, but we're not going to do it. This is the first, I believe, the first TAS that was made. This map has
Uh,
definitely physics.
I think I saved 6 frames on this in one part.
Yeah, I saved some time as well. Can't skip that. I tried to skip that earlier zipper, but couldn't.
The gimmick here is that every jump is an ultra, so whenever you jump, you get times 1.2. Oh, the map's over.
Death Wart to the heart, and we are done. That's the entire TAS. So unlocking so completing all the maps plus the intermediate maps unlocks a bonus harder room in the start side. However, nobody tasked it, so it's not in this TAS. Oh well.
Also, I guess for true 100%, you would technically need to get all the berries too, but yeah.
Yeah, no, this is not 100% TAS, even if we did do that. So that's everything. Here are the credits. Here's everybody who did stuff. It's the same list I mentioned earlier. Yeah, I think it's everything. You have anything you want to say, Data?
Well, thanks everyone for watching. Sorry that this was a little bit scuffed.
Yeah, more than a little bit. At least the test is cool. At least we were here to provide that.
We're recording this after midnight right now.
So. Yeah. We are recording. Yeah, you watched the whole thing. We'll give you a little bit of trivia. We were recording this after Archithon Day 2.
It's 1:30 for me.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up. I say showing up because if we decide to stream this, then there will be people in chat. Otherwise, thanks for watching on YouTube. Yeah, that's everything.
All right. I'll see you all later.
Yeah, cheers.